Doug Feinberg, the apiece. Stewie, they cut it to 68-66, 340 left. It felt a lot like game one, but you guys wouldn't lose. What was the difference down the stretch for you guys tonight that didn't happen on Thursday?
I mean, I think that what we just continued to keep saying to one another was like, stay together, keep playing. Like, every rebound matters. And even if our offense gets a little bit stagnant and funky, like, we're not going to let that dictate what we do defensively.
Staying in the front row.
Coach Brondello, obviously we know Benaja has not been 100%, but she sure looked 150% today. How this tied her season scoring high. How big a game was this, and was that sort of the game plan to see her be able to, sort of take over those opportunities she got?
Yeah, no, massive. I mean, they've been going under on screen, so we just encourage her to shoot the three. She's a great 3-point shooter. She was stroking it yesterday in practice before the game. Yeah, she's digging deep, and that's what we needed. We knew we needed a bounce back, and it was a big bounce back game. They kind of contained Leo a little bit after what she did in game one, but B helped us, get this margin and win the game.
The next question, also in the front row.
Stewie, you had a finals record 7 steals tonight, and 3 of them were in the fourth quarter. It felt like you were just like, Did you have the mindset of like, I'm not going to let us lose this game?
Yeah, absolutely. Just like, not letting history kind of repeat itself, and knowing that, game one happened, but now, how can we control game two? And I think that, honestly, the thought process was we were trying to be up a little bit more, like, not letting them get to the 3-point line to set up their offense, and then into out, whether I'm helping, I know that Sab or whoever else is helping on my backside, and making them just have to move a little bit quicker than they want to. No. Honestly, sorry, I'll just rant. I kind of texted him and I was like, you know what? It's about time that you come to my game. I've been here for 2 years. He hasn't come down. What are you doing? Yeah, CD came. Yep, and she got that same message too.
It's a long drive.
2 hours.
Question, second row center.
Hello, all. Congrats on the win. My question will be for the players. What does a Benaja Laney Hamilton, even if not 100%, bring to the table that others, even at full strength, might not provide?
Okay, I'll just keep going. I mean, I think what B brings is like this grit, this toughness, knowing that, and all of us know she's giving us whatever she's got. And the way that she continued to be aggressive, they were going under on her, and she knocked that thing down with confidence, got into the paint, driving kicks. But that's what we're used to. We know she can do this, and I'm really happy to kind of see her get into a good rhythm with everything that's kind of been up and down this season, and know that she's a big factor in everything we do.
Fourth row center. Next question.
Hey, Stewie, I know you have a lot of defensive responsibilities, but specifically the job that you did on Nafisa today, was there anything that you were trying to take away from her, or what were you keying in on that matchup?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that the first thing was higher pickup points, knowing that if Leo's going to be up, kind of really trying to limit Courtney Williams, then I need to be there too. So then when Fee's dribbling up, it's not just without any pressure. Obviously knowing her tendencies. She wants to go left. She wants to go over the right shoulder. Like, she's going to pump fake a million times. So staying down and just continuing to make her take tough shots that she doesn't want to take.
Also on the fourth row to the left.
Hey, Sabrina. Back. Yes. You hit 5 shots in that first quarter, but then went away from your offense a lot. What adjustments were they making, and how do you think you were able to stay poised and not force too much of the action today?
Well, that's really what my goal was just take what the defense gives me, and not forcing anything, but understanding I'm going to be able to drive and kick, and players hit, multiple players hit really big shots. But obviously I think coming out like that was great for us to get going. And then in the second half, they made some adjustments, and I think it was understanding being able to drive passing lanes and find the open man if they're going to bring a few on the ball. And so I just did that. I don't always need to be looking to score every single time I have the ball. Just continuing to make the right read and understanding what it is that provides our best offense as a team.
Next question to the right in the front row.
Hi guys, congrats on the win. Benaja, Sandy, for you, as you're thinking through sort of how you're using her, how much is the amount of impact she's able to have early on, playing a part and thinking through just like how much you can keep her in and, you know, what her overall load is. And Stewie, just down the stretch, especially when things got close, it seemed like you and B were the two voices in those huddles. Can you just kind of take me through what her messaging was out of that?
I mean, I'll go real quick here with B. You know, I think everyone's seen her. She's been struggling, but she's been feeling good these last few days. So didn't tell you that much too, but she has been. So we just knew it was a bit of time. We've given her so much rest here and she was ready to go and she puts the work in. Like I said, she's tough. You know, we talked about the grittiness that she gives us, but it's great that you can put the ball in her hand and be more of a playmaker because it takes a little bit of pressure off these two in particular. I thought that was very effective for us, but her defense, I thought she was everywhere. She was guarding everyone. Really happy for her. You know, we just got to freshen up and get ready for the next game.
Next question, fourth row to the right.
She didn't. What do you want me to answer? I mean, I think what B and I were really trying to continue to say in the huddles was defensively, you know, the schemes, because they went small. So it means, you know, our matchups are a little bit differently, and making sure that we have each other's help. You know, if we're weak side, who's high, who's low, like just kind of those type of things. And then knowing that, like scores and stops, we're playing the long game in the last 2 minutes and making sure that we all are on the same page.
Fourth row to the right.
All the way back, Sandy. Back to the regular season for a second. Just what did you guys like miss most while B was out during the year? And what do you feel like you guys most learned as a team during her absence during the regular season?
Look, I mean, I think we missed her grittiness and just how she's the ultimate competitor. She takes pride. She used to always guard the best player. And obviously now we have Leo too. It kind of makes us a versatile defensive team. But yeah, you also miss her playmaking because that was something we had talked about this year. We want to make sure she could playmake more. And it was hard for her to playmake when she was hobbling around with her knee. We needed her to get confidence first and then to go out and play. So, but you know, she's just impactful because she plays at both ends of the floor and plays hard, and she's a winner. And so happy that she got this success tonight and keep building on it.
Next question, second row to the right.
Sandy, as Stewie mentioned, Gino was here. I'm pretty sure Vivian Stringer was also here at the other baseline. So I wondered which college coaches will you be requesting to come to the game in Minnesota?
Well, I'm not from here, so I don't know. Gino, yeah, Vivian's been here because obviously B, former coach of that. I think it's great. You know, what's a full house tonight? It was really loud. I think it's just, you know, the winner
Largest crowd ever. They said.
Loudest. Okay.
Largest.
She's not from here.
I'm not from here. Largest. But yeah, no, it was great. I think, you know, we talked about the winner is women's basketball, WNBA. I mean, what a, you know, so many fans coming out to watch these amazing players play. But yeah, they're all welcome, all coaches.
My coach is coming to Minnesota.
Okay,
so.
Kelly's coming.
Go
Duck. Good.
Go Duck.
Standing in the back to the right.
Bree, you know, I know after game one, you spoke about this team's resiliency, and I know you just spoke about bouncing back. Just for you personally, how good did it feel to bounce back after the way the last game ended?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that the moment the game ended Thursday night, I was looking forward to Sunday, just to be able to kind of change things, change the narrative a little bit, and know that, you know, I'm going to come out and be the same that I was and be obviously better. But throughout this entire process, my team has my back every step of the way, and was just excited to have another opportunity to go to battle with them, because we have a lot of fun in everything that we do. And, you know, it's not always like that.
Next question, last row center.
Question for Stewie. You know, obviously you've had a lot of playoff experience in Seattle and New York. Obviously, I'm wondering after all this time, especially after game one, how much the ability down the stretch in the fourth quarter to maintain pace in the half court and to really be able to not settle for shots early in the clock has to you made the difference in series like these?
Yeah, it was the difference in this last game. I think that, especially after watching the film of game one, it was like we kind of slowed down to a pace that is a little bit awkward for us. You know, we want to play fast, we want to move the ball, we want to get downhill, and we want to score, obviously. So making sure that, no matter what, we continue to play fast, we get good shots, and we get that defense moving.
Next question, front row to the left.
For Sabrina, point guards have to handle a lot of pressure. How has that evolved for you over the course of your career, and how does it impact your play now?
Yeah, I mean, I think just being able to understand how teams are playing me and being able to kind of make that adjustment in real time. Possession by possession, quarter by quarter, teams have kind of changed the way that they've guarded, whether they're switching, hedging, trapping. And I think being able to just be poised and understanding what it is that I need to do in order to create an advantage for the team that, we have out there on the floor is what I've always wanted to do. And I feel like I've been able to do that in a really good spot. And obviously my teammates set really good screens and are able to get me open in order for me to create for them.
Next question, front row to the left.
Lauren from the 9450. I'll give this to Sabrina. I'll give you a break, Stewie. The small ball lineup has worked for Minnesota and has been the reason they've been able to kind of turn big leads you guys had. What will be the primary factor for countering this lineup going forward, knowing it will be used again late?
Yeah, I mean, I say it worked pretty well for us. Understanding that we use our big lineup, and knowing that, we can get the ball inside, we can switch, we're able to apply pressure defensively with our length and being able to get steals and just disrupt their flow. But obviously it's a series and it's a chess match, and they're going to throw different adjustments. And I think our ability to stay poised and being able to kind of see what it is that they're doing in real time is going to be crucial. And, now we've been able to see their small ball lineup, and we're going to be able to go back and find ways that we can execute while that, they have that group on the floor.
Next question, front row center.
Hi, this is Brittany from the 9450. This question is for Coach Sandy. It seems as if like today there was more emphasis on making better shot selections and decision making, and in particular getting JJ the ball down the stretch. Can you talk about just keying in on that principle of play in today's game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we weren't happy with the way we played, and we talked about our principles of play. We have it on the wall. There's a way that we want to play when we're at our best is when we're pace and we're moving it, setting good screens, but getting second and third side when we need it, but with a good inside-outside attack. And I think we came out, and I think that was very effective for us. We always want to try and get the ball, to JJ. They're bringing a lot of congestion. We probably would have liked to put it in, more cleaner at some areas, but she demands so much attention down there. I thought her best thing was obviously just getting on the boards. I think she was fantastic for us. And that's what we need. Some games you're going to get more touches than other games and shoot, but it's more about playing in the right way, and sharing the ball and good to great. I think shot selection wasn't great last game. So it's about making those adjustments and, continue to play the way that we want to play.
We have time for just a few more. Fourth row to the left.
Okay. Hey, Coach, congratulations, ladies, on the win. You mentioned Leo only making one shot, and that was off a loose ball, beginning of the shot clock, minute and a half to go. She could have held it out and, bled some time. What does that say about Leo to take that shot? And was that, did a part of you think no, yes on that?
No, I was like, okay, she was open. Oh, no, she's going to shoot it. But a 3-point shot is a layup for her. So we encourage her to shoot all those three. I know she missed, the one just before it, but I love the confidence that she brings. I mean, we talk about her being a rookie. She's not really a rookie. She has these experience in really big moments, the mindset to handle this atmosphere extremely well and to make a play like that. I mean, I love it. She just, she's an amazing player and an amazing human being.
Next question, front row to the right.
Hi, Sabrina. I'm curious if you could take me through that last Benijah 3. It came off a no-look pass from you on the drive. What were you seeing there, and what did that shot mean to the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think kind of piggybacking off of the question that I answered from Pepper, I think it's just understanding when I'm getting into the paint, the defense has to make a decision. They're either going to come and take me, or they're going to play, 2-on-1 on the backside. And there's Leo and B in the corner. And as a defender, you just have to take your pick between the two. And and I kind of was able to just drive in, look her off. And obviously B was a corner three for B is a layup as well. Like she shoots that at a really high clip and really well. And so I kind of baited Alana Smith into thinking I was going to pass it high. And B hit a huge shot for us that changed the momentum of the game, but just continued to extend the lead. And I think they called a timeout a little bit after that, but it was huge for us. And you know, we believe in her. She knows that this was a huge game. She played a huge role in the game ending up the way that it did, and she's going to continue to do it for these next 2 games. We know that.
Next question, all the way in the back on the podium.
Hey, Perry Sook, Pix 11 Sports. So congrats on evening the series, but even in today's win, Minnesota finding ways to go on runs. How much more difficult is it to kind of ebb that tide on the road in Minnesota? And what are you guys planning, to do to combat the difficulty of, stopping runs on the road for anyone?
You should say
Look, I think we've been in these moments before, an opposing court, when it gets really, really loud. And it's more about making sure we stay true to who we are. And we kind of know how do we want to play. We know that they're going to make runs. We know the crowd's going to get into it. But we just got to continue to play, stay true to who the New York Liberty are. And if we can do that, we can overcome any obstacle.
Next question, front row to the right.
Hey, Sandy, it's a bit to that point, following on it. The coach does all the things that one does as a coach, and then when the play goes on, you're standing there and watching it and hoping that it all goes right. In a game like this or any such close game, when do you know in your own mind they've got this as it unfolds on a day like this? They did.
Yeah, I felt, I mean, we've had great starts in both games, but I thought how much they were talking in the huddle. It wasn't just me talking all the time, and it's, they go, we got a rebound, the possession game. I just thought when we play like that, the pace that we went out and just the effort and energy we put into the defensive side with the scramble and the help, good things happen. And it was just more about staying persistent. And then, we kept Minnesota 27 points in that second half. I mean, that's pretty good. And some of our scrambled defense, we're down 1-0. So, we should be playing like that. And now we're just going to, we can tidy up some things so they can tidy up some things as well too. So we'll look forward to playing another tough game on Wednesday.
Next question, front row center. We have time for 2 more. One more after this.
This for Breanna, a coach addressed, what you guys need to do on the road, but you guys in Minnesota had the best home records. You guys had the best road record. Can you talk about why you guys were such a good road team and how that can help in terms of going into Minnesota?
Yeah. I mean, I think we embrace it. We like it when it's loud. We like it when it's difficult. And, as we did tonight, when it's so loud that you can't hear, just expecting that when we go to Mini, obviously hopefully it's going to be an incredible atmosphere for both of those games, but just continuing to stick together. And I think also the biggest thing behind it is like not getting too high or too low. Things are going to seem bigger than what they are because they're playing at home. And I'm sure Minnie said the same thing when they're playing here. But yeah, we like to go on the road.
Last question will come from third row to the right.
Congrats on the win, guys. Sab, big weekend for Oregon, obviously. Your Ducks had a big win last night against that team from Ohio, somewhere up there. Today you laced up the green and yellow Sabrina 2s. Can you talk about that pair you wore today and how that winning spirit sort of carried over into today's game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I stayed up watching the game, not too late. But it was a nail biter. Yeah. I mean, after they won the way that they did today, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wear my Oregon shoes because I just kind of wanted to embody that like tough, gritty win that they pulled off in Autzen, which was probably one of the biggest wins that our program has had there. And a lot of things didn't go right for them, and they just continued to kind of fight and stay together and grind out a really big win. And I was like, all right, I kind of want to bring that energy with me today on the court and kind of do the same thing. So I think I'm going to wear the same shoes again on Wednesday.
Yeah, lucky shoes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.